It's Hawaii day 2.5, and today we're checking in to Disney's Aulani. We're gonna give you a room tour, take you around the resort, and just show you what you can do here. So let's get going. We just arrived here at Aulani, and we left our bags with Bell Services. We just drove up, and they took them pretty much right out of our car. And now we are getting to walk into the lobby here. I am so excited. Oh man, I can already feel the wind rushing by. It's one of my favorite parts of walking in here. The airflow is amazing. We're gonna go check in a moment, but I can't help myself but just walking right in here first. We're gonna go right through here. Oh man. Benjamin's so excited. He sees the lazy river. Yeah, lazy river is right, Benjamin. Oh man, we're back. We're here. Woohoo! So exciting. I love this hotel. Oh, it's so gorgeous. All right, let's go back inside now and let's go check in. So we want to go over here off to our left to go do check-in. There's a lot of people checking in right now. It's about 3:15, 3:30 in the afternoon. And so, yeah, a lot of folks checking in. Let's go over here to the front desk. Well, after checking in, we got our room already, and that's our room, 1256. It's actually the same room number that we had last time. We did request that, except for it is 4 floors higher. We were the 8th floor. Look at Amy's face. She didn't necessarily want to be higher than 8. She liked the height that we were at before. She doesn't really like tall balconies. It's the balcony aspect. Oh, gift shop. Lilo and Stitch walking by the gift shop. Yeah, we're gonna skip it for now. We'll come back by and check through the gift shop, but we are going to go down to Auntie's beach house real quick because we need to pre-register the kids for tomorrow. Here's Makahiki right here. We loved Makahiki breakfast last year. We booked it again. Makahiki dinner wasn't really anything super special. The breakfast was definitely better, and the dinner was just very expensive. So we did not do the dinner again. We just booked the breakfast. You were supposed to pre-register at least 2 days in advance for Auntie's beach house. However, we went online to do that, and every time I submitted the form, it said, sorry, page not found. And we called them up, and they just said it's okay to do it when you get here. So it's 3:45 right now. We need to go straight there before we really do anything else, because we're gonna check into our room and then probably go to dinner. I don't even know if we have time to wait for our bags, because Bell Services took our bags, and we're trying to go somewhere for happy hour for dinner, so we don't really have a whole lot of time right now. But yeah, you can see the beautiful resort as we're walking by here. But this is what Auntie's looks like. It's at the bottom of this end tower here. Right at the bottom is Auntie's beach house, and it's basically kids care, if you will. They have programs you can sign up for, free programs and paid programs. Paid programs are a little longer and come with souvenirs. Free programs are more like glorified daycare, but that is right next to this area and the lazy river here. It's just so great to be here. So great to be here. We came a week earlier last time we were here, and we ended right before Memorial Day weekend. Today is the day before Memorial Day, so it is definitely Memorial Day weekend. Gonna be a lot busier, but as a result, the pools are open longer. Pools closed at like 6 p.m. when we were here last time. Now they're in extended hours. The Lazy River and the Menehune Bridge are open until 8, and the pools are open till 10. So that is really great. We might do some late night pool going a little bit later, just to enjoy the pool today here on check-in day. But this hotel is just stunning. And here is a look from our level. Woo, definitely a little higher than last time. But it's beautiful.
It used to have a palm tree in our place.
And we're gonna be down this way. I know right where we're going because I remember our room from before. And I'm so excited to be staying in pretty much the same exact room that we had. And again, it's gonna be 1256. We were 856 last time. Let's go ahead and walk into the room. This is a deluxe studio, okay? There's a deluxe studio. We do have a queen bed here, just a singular queen bed, and we also have a pull-out couch. So last time the boys slept on the pull-out couch, and every single day we packed it up and put it back, and then we'd open it up again each day. So that was always super fun. I'll let Amy open up the blinds here in a second so that I can go out onto the balcony. I'm just gonna pan around and turn and show you that we've got a couple of chairs there, and everybody always loves the little Mickey lights. You can purchase these, I believe. Purchase them. We got an ornament. Somebody sent us an ornament that was a Mickey lamp ornament for our Christmas tree, which was super cool. And then look at this. We have a little towel art. And oh, look, Amy, you don't need to buy one.
Oh, nice.
They included a little hair flower for you. We can unpack if we want to, put everything in drawers. I don't remember what we did last time. They do have space underneath the bed for you to put some luggage. You won't see it from this particular view, but they do have space for it under the bed there. In the entrance area, because this is a deluxe studio, it's actually, I think it might be the equivalent of a DVC room. We do have a fridge, and we have a microwave, and then a sink, as well as, I was going to say, there should be a couple of items like bowls. They got some bowls there. They're paper bowls and things, and some silverware. And you can actually, I believe you can request more of those if you need them. We have a can opener and a bottle opener. So we've got some of those types of things here, as well as some dish detergent if you want to do your own dishes. And of course, that's if you have some dish type things. Those plates and bowls were just throwaways. But the glasses weren't, of course. The glasses were glass. And then right next door to that, we've got the closet, in which you'll find a safe and a luggage rack, an iron and an ironing board. And we don't have any extra pillows or blankets in here, but again, those should be available upon request. Oh, here's the form that I was looking for earlier. I don't know how I missed it. So this is the amenities list. These are the things that you can request. And it says only the items with a single star are not available in the deluxe studio, and the double stars are available in disposables. So the double stars are disposables. You can see all of those. And then some items that are not available in the deluxe studio are the mixing bowls, rice cooker, serving utensils, casserole dish, things like that. But the rest of these items are available for request. And then we're not DVC members, but there are additional housekeeping services that are available as well, and I'll let you take a look at that. Pause, zoom in, read, do whatever you need to do. Now let's go into the bathroom here, and we got the sink area straight ahead, along with some towels down there on the left, and it looks like a hairdryer right over there with some extra toilet paper. And I just love their showers here. We've got a rain shower head as well as a standard shower. So 2 different shower heads if you like. And what do they got on the soap now? They do not have that product that they used to have for the longest time that I loved. The like sea salt type. I don't remember what it was, but they had a really awesome product the Disney hotels did. Now they've gotten away from it, and this is what they have. It looks like Mali, and it's shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. But the showers are always really beautiful. We have 2 extra towels over here as well. And then the toilet room over here off to the right, isolated so that, multiple people can be using the space at once. And then there is a sliding door that locks for the shower and this area. So yeah, that's a look at that. We do have a connecting room, it apparently looks like. I mean, obviously we're not using it, but there is a door here for a connecting room if you need it. And let's go out into the balcony now. Amy got this all open for us. So 2 chairs and a table out here. I remember Amy and I would use those chairs quite frequently after the kids went to bed. And we'd just sit here and relax and enjoy and look at our view. An ocean view. That's what we have paid for, and man, are we getting more of the ocean this year. Higher up, so we've got those palm trees and those other things out of the way. I remember being lower, that a lot of the palm trees were getting, like, we couldn't really see the cove very much at all because of that. But now we've got full-on view of the ocean for sure here. I love this tower, or that tower, either one. They have the farther lengths but I prefer the towers that are angled, and that's just because it gives me a better view of this entire area. And I mean, if the one thing that I will say is that we can't see sunsets from here. If you want to see a sunset, you actually need to be in the room all the way down at the end. We did discover that on this side, I think this is the Eva side of Aulani, all the way down at the end, those are the rooms that are going to have the best view for sunsets, just because the sun is going to actually set right behind this building here. So we're not going to be able to catch the sunset. We can go out, there's like a peninsula over there that we can go out and check out. I'm sure we will for sunsets, but man, just look at this. Wonderful view of the lazy river. And something else that we do, so the pool chairs, we'll talk about pool chairs a little bit later on, I think in this video, the situation with the pool chairs. But we like that we can see the pool chairs in this area right here from this spot, because what we'll often do is we'll grab the pool chairs, we'll be at the pool for a couple of hours, we might come up to the room for a bit, and we want to keep an eye on our pool chairs because of a special process that they have for identifying whether or not the pool chairs are still in use. So it's good that we can see those pool chairs from up here. You can also see some pool chairs over there from up here as well. But I like having sight lines to the pool chairs down there for the lazy river. And that's also, right there is the Rainbow Reef area where you can go snorkeling with some fish. We've never done that. We might do that this trip. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for this room. Now, it is my intent to show you more room tours of more room types with more room views. Remember, this is a deluxe studio with an ocean view. And I'm going to go talk to the DVC team. I asked at the front desk, they told me to talk to the DVC team about getting into more room types. If we can get into more room types, we'll just go straight into those right now so that you can see those different room types to help you book your next trip to Disney's Aulani. So right now we're going to go through the model room. This is a model DVC room that they've got some information about DVC up here on the screen. And you can come in here and you can talk with the DVC reps if you want to learn more about Disney Vacation Club. But this is a one-bedroom villa. And so I've got this on 0.5 times, so it's a wide-angle lens just so you can see everything here. But this is the kitchen area, and so that's the first thing that you're going to see past the living room. We've got a full fridge. We have a full oven, microwave, dishwasher in here as well. It looks like little rice cooker over here on the counter, ice chest, and a coffee maker. Let's go ahead and open up some of these drawers, see if they've got them stocked with different, they do, plates and bowls and cups and all that sort of thing. So you have those available to you in the one bedrooms. And then, like I said, this is a little living area space, and we're gonna come in here to the master bedroom. And remember, this is a one bedroom suite. So we do have a television up here off to the left. We've got a little working desk over here. And if you're curious, this type of view, you are gonna have two balconies in the one bedroom suite. And this view would be a poolside or garden view because it's down on the lower levels and it's facing the pool. And you see mostly just foliage and things like that. You're not high enough to see the ocean. This same area of the resort, just on higher levels, would be an ocean view or partial ocean view depending. And so that really, the ocean views and the garden views, I think really just depend on how high up you are, because again, we've got a lot of trees blocking the way here. So that would be a pool or garden view. And then we come in here, and this is the bathroom. We've got a hot tub, jacuzzi tub here inside the one bedroom suite. And then we can keep going, and they've got the shower over off to the left. It does have a bench in there in that shower for sitting. The same shower head that we have in our deluxe studio. It's got a rain shower as well as the standard, one that you can control and move around. So they've got two different shower heads that you can use in there. And then this actually just spills right into that kitchen area that we were in before. And then as we come into this area here, that open door is actually a connecting room to a deluxe studio right now. So the DVC people are using that for talking with people and different things, but it is not part of the one bedroom suite. They just have the door open at the moment. So the one bedroom suite is literally everything that you see in here. That I assume would be a pull-out couch. I am carrying some food around right now. That would be a pull-out couch that would sleep at least two people, and then you've got the king bed in here. So this can sleep up to four for one-bedroom suite. You're just basically the benefit of upgrading to a one-bedroom suite over a deluxe studio is going to be space, and then you get the full kitchen. The full kitchen would be the primary thing, plus you got this nice little dining spot as well as a bigger lounging spot. And the gentleman who was operating that area for the DVC explained to me that there's not a whole lot different between the one-bedroom, two-bedroom, or three-bedroom suites except for size, of course. More bedrooms, more living space. I believe Amy said that she looked at the square footage for the three-bedroom, and it's like larger than our house. It's also very pricey, but if you're looking for the space, I think it sleeps up to 9, I believe. I believe it sleeps up to 9. And we're back up to our room now. Of course, this is an ocean view. I was not able to get into any other rooms, but the difference between an ocean view and a partial ocean view, so if you look over here, the doors are actually on this side of the tower. And when you look out from the room, you're mostly going to be staring at that wall and that pole there. And you'll be able to see a portion of it. Now, if you come out on the balcony, you're obviously going to get a nice ocean view out on your balcony. So that's why it's a partial ocean view, because from the inside of your room, you're really only looking at a partial ocean. Now, if you want to know what a standard room view looks like, this is what a standard view is going to look like. So you're going to be looking out over these mountains and things like that. Right now, all I'm doing is just looking through the little hole here that they've got a big pillar in the way, obviously, but just trying to help you understand what a standard view would look like, and this is what it would be. You'd either be looking at something like this, or a parking lot, or an open empty field that they have on the other side of the building. There's an empty lot next to this one, and so it's still, pretty Hawaii views, but that's what you would be expecting from a standard view. We called Bell Services and we asked them how long it would take for our bags to make it up to the room. They said it's about 15 to 25 minutes, and a happy hour at Roy's, which is where we want to go for dinner, ends at 5, and it is currently about 4:20. So we didn't want to chance it since we still have to walk over there. And we are doing that right now. We just left the resort. We're walking along the sidewalk. It is just a little over a quarter of a mile away, so it's not a very far walk, maybe about 10 minutes max. So Aulani is right there, and we, like I said, we went out and we turned right, and we just walked along the sidewalk here until this crosswalk. There's our crosswalk right here. He's got a button that you can push and some flashing lights that lets people know that you are crossing. And then Roy's is actually going to be up this way. I believe it's part of the golf course. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I feel like that's what I'm remembering, is that it's part of the golf course over here. I'm not exactly sure where the entrance to Roy's is located, but we are going to assume right through the front. And this is it, just in that hallway that we first entered. Here's Roy's Olina. And we're just going to walk through as she takes us to her table. Before 5 o'clock, it is happy hour, and that's what we're coming here for, because I think I said that, because it's cheaper prices. So she did mention that when we got in. She, okay, it's just happy hour menu right now, and we said that's fine. Here is our table. We're gonna sit right here, and we can overlook the golf course. They brought a little appetizer for us, some edamame beans. We didn't ask for this. This was just something that they brought and put on the table for us. Nice little surprise. So that is our first little serving that we're able to get here. We did order already, and we'll show you that food as soon as it arrives. Can you reenact that face for me?
No.
She apparently did not like the did not like the edamame beans. What's my POG counter up to now? I don't know. You probably don't know, because a couple of the places we've gone to haven't had it. I've asked at every single place that we've eaten at, and they're like, no, sorry. I was actually kind of shocked, but so Roy's is like one of the first places that's actually had POG when I've asked for it. Here it is. I got my first POG at a restaurant anyway. Now, when you order a kids meal off of the keiki menu, it comes with an appetizer course, and it is a plate of a cheese quesadilla, some vegetable sticks, tomato, cucumber, ranch dipping sauce, and sliced oranges. And our server was kind enough to give us 2, one for each child, even though only Benjamin ordered off of the keiki menu. James is going to be splitting with Amy. And as for our actual meal, Amy and James are splitting the Roy's Canoe for 2, and instead of the spicy ahi maki, they subbed in for an extra set of Mongolian ribs, and instead of blackened ahi, they subbed in an extra shrimp tempura. And it also comes with Chinatown chicken spring rolls. And then Benjamin ordered the rigatoni pasta off of the keiki menu. Of course, as we already mentioned, he ordered from the keiki menu, and that's that dish there. And for me, I ordered the Hawaii Kai style crispy crab cakes. And I wasn't sure how big these were going to be. They are fairly small. So on the side, I also ordered a $12 appetizer portion of the smoked Mongolian spiced baby ribs. And honestly, these actually are quite a bit larger than my crab cakes at a third of the cost. So you've dived into those ribs already. How are they?
They're really good.
They look really good.
They're really good. I think you'll like them.
Yeah. Anything else you've had so far?
The shrimp tempura, and it was also very good. Not soggy, not overcooked. So everything is very top notch so far.
So far, it looks good. I mean, it all looks good. It all smells great.
Yes.
They just brought us this little bowl of hot towels for the ribs. How fancy is that? And this place does look like it would be very expensive. That's why we came during happy hour, because we wanted some more affordable prices for these foods. I had a little bit of my food, and I really liked the crab cakes. Also just felt like, you know, I said they were kind of on the smallish side. But Amy thought that I would like the Mongolian ribs a little bit more than the crab cakes. And if I had, that would have been a great option to just like order 2 of those for 24 bucks, and it would have been cheaper than the crab cakes for 6 ribs. And that may be still a consideration for you. But for me, I found the sauce to be a little too tangy. They were still good, and the meat was great and good temperature and everything like that. But just found the sauce to be a little too sweet, a little too tangy, a little too strong, I guess is the phrase that I'm going for. But Amy loved them. And then I had a bite of her shrimp tempura as well. And that was okay, but definitely a good dish overall. Every single one of those items on the dish was quite tasty. Even the ribs, like I said, they're still tasty, just a little too tangy for me for like a personal standpoint, but I did eat one of them.
So I think my favorite item was still those ribs. I didn't find them too tangy, but I like tangier barbecue, sauces. So that was probably my favorite. The shrimp tempura, that was cooked perfectly in my opinion. It was crispy, but it wasn't soggy. So I really enjoyed that item too. I'm glad I did those 2 substitutions because, like Trevor said, I don't think I would have eaten any like seared fish.
You could tell we're not really used to fish preparations.
Yeah.
We do have salmon and like tilapia.
But we cook salmon until it's like probably drier than it should be.
Probably. And then also part of the keiki menu, they get an ice cream sandwich at the end. And here it is. 2 sprinkle cookies and some vanilla ice cream. So, my review of Roy's. Fancy food with fancy flavors at fancy prices. Best meant for fancy dinner dates. So if you're looking for something fancy, definitely Roy's. The food was very good. I mean, the food was very good. And the reason we did happy hour was because of the fancy pricing aspect. Because it definitely is a little bit much. If you look at their regular menu, your eyes are probably gonna pop out of your head like, ooh.
The food here, I feel like, was better quality than like makihiki for dinner. So
Oh, absolutely.
If you're already gonna
Absolutely.
pay like $60, dollars, or I think that's $75 a person, isn't it?
I don't remember what the price on makahiki dinner is because we didn't do it this year. We didn't plan for it this year,
it's
but
around 70, which means if you're gonna spend, 70 a person anyway, go over here to Roy's.
yeah.
And I think the food quality is probably gonna be a little bit step up.
I will tell you that, yeah, if you're thinking about makahiki or Roy's, go with Roy's for like a dinner meal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. As far as the parking situation goes, I do believe it's $40 a night, and it's the same price for self-parking or valet. So self-parking is over here off to the right. There's no reason why you wouldn't enjoy the valet services if you are not a DVC guest. Now, I do believe that parking is free for DVC guests, and so for self-parking. And so that's why people would do self-parking and why the prices are the same. For the non-DVC guests, but definitely do valet if you aren't a DVC guest. You'll just pick your car up right up there at the entrance, and you'll let them know, and you drop it off up there too, and they'll park your car for you.
And get spoiled for a few days, but not having to find parking spots and find your car, and move your car, and all that stuff.
It's really nice.
Yes.
Also, something to consider. There is an enterprise rent-a-car like thing here on property, so if you want to rent a car but only for like one day to go somewhere, you don't need it for the rest of the time, you can consider that option as well. At this point in the evening, it is just about 7 o'clock. The lazy river is open till 8, and the pool is open till 10, and I'm seeing a lot of empty chairs down there. I'm seeing a lot of empty inner tubes that are available for the lazy river, and so we're going to go down and take advantage of that. Even here on Sunday, Memorial Day weekend, there's still open availability. I mean, I know it's later in the evening, but I honestly thought that there'd be tons of people in the pool up until it closed. Doesn't seem to be the case. I've switched over to my phone now at this point, and the first step at using the pool here at Aulani is to come get a pool wristband, which we have to do over at this little building right over here. So we're gonna go get some towels and a wristband. I missed it, but they have a little scanning thing here. So we got a wristband for the day. This wristband lets Aulani know that we are hotel guests, because only hotel guests may use the pool. Other people can come to this resort. They can eat food here. They just can't use the pool. So we got a wristband to use the pool. James has already run in there. Benjamin went to go get a tube. I think he's coming with a tube. And then the boys are going to go around the lazy river. I probably will as well, but we're going to spend a good chunk of the day talking about the pool tomorrow. So not going to spend a whole lot of time on it tonight. Just wanted to show you that we have come down here for the evening for a night swim. And like I said, there were plenty of open seats and things. Nobody's really using them at this time of the night. They gave us a whole bunch of information when we got the towel about like slides being closed and things like that, and what time they closed. And it sounds like most of them are closed already. Even though I thought they were open till 8, but I think they still close at 6. I think the lazy river might be open till 8, but the slides close at 6. The body slide, they made it sound like the body slide might still be open, but it's only accessible through like the area by the restaurants, not the area by the pool. So it was really kind of confusing to me. They made it sound like it was just for this weekend and that they have different hours like the rest of the week. And I don't know, like I said, it's kind of confusing, but we're just gonna go hang out in the lazy river tonight anyway. Okay, so we are going to now unveil the pull-out couch. Let's pop out to 5 times here, or 0.5 times. This was, in the way over here, so we had to move it out of the way. There's still a little corridor pathway here to get out to the balcony, so that's nice. One thing we did discover, though, is we need pillows, so I'm going to have to call guest services, and a blanket. Call guest services to come bring that up for us. Never mind. Looks like we found the linens. Although, I think we might still need some extra pillows. I mean, if there's 2 in here, probably fine.
There's only one.
There's only, extra pillow and blanket, just one singular pillow. So we will still need to ask for some extra pillows. So as is tradition for us, once the kids are asleep at Aulani, the parents will snack. Don't worry, the kids get plenty of snacks and food too throughout the week, but this is kind of like an Amy and I little like date night tradition. And so this is what we got here, but you told me here, let me have the phone so I can light you up there. You told me that there is a little special story behind this. Can you explain that?
So I was going to go check out at the gift shop downstairs, and one of our viewers, I'm sorry I didn't catch your guys' name, but you guys said you were local to here, and they offered to buy our treats tonight for us. So thank you so much to you guys. Hopefully we'll see you around the resort tomorrow while you're here. And thank you so much.
And with this lovely view in the background, that's going to be it for us here tonight. But it's not the end of this video. We will catch you guys in the morning. And now it's morning, just like that, for you guys. No time has passed. It is about 6:15 a.m. We just let the sun wake us up. We keep the windows wide open, the curtains all wide open and everything. That way we just wake up naturally when the sun comes up. And we're spying out the pool situation right now. The seats where we like to go, which is this area right here facing the entrance to the lazy river, so we can see the kids go by and we can just enjoy and lounge. That area, nobody is staking a claim out for yet. We're not really sure when people are going to start showing up to stake claims on seats. But I did see this here, and I don't really know what's going on here, because we got 3 towels already placed, but nobody there. And prior to 8 a.m., you physically have to be there, sitting. And if you're not sitting there, they could technically like pick up your stuff and move it. And then I don't know what all the like little white towels are at the end of those seats, because that also kind of confuses me. Although I see a backpack there as well. I saw a cast member walk by and they didn't even do anything. There is a guy back there, and I'm not sure if maybe like he is quote unquote claiming like all of these for one big group or something, and they're considering him like watching all of these seats. I'm not sure, but technically the rules are before 8 a.m. you're not allowed to just leave your stuff and go. Last time we were here, I remember going down maybe about 7 o'clock, so a whole hour ahead of time. 6:15 is a little early for that. We didn't really want to have to go down there 2 hours ahead of time, but I think Ulu Cafe might open up at 6:30, and so potentially we were going to go get some breakfast anyway. So maybe we'll just go get some breakfast and then, you know, claim a lounge share spot, even if it's a little before 7. So we brought some Magic Band Pluses from home, Disneyland of course, and they work here at Aulani too. I just went to the front desk and had these activated, connected to our room, so that we can use these to get into our room. We can also use these to make purchases here at Aulani. So when we go to Ulu Cafe in a minute, we can just scan, well, only the adult ones are activated for payments. The kids ones are not. So this is our spot. This is what we claimed. That is right there, one of the pool check-in areas. You get your towels, you get your wristbands there. And as I mentioned, it's right next to the entrance to the lazy river. So we often watch the boys go by here as we're sitting on the lounge chairs. There are a couple other people staking out some claims now. It's about 6:30, 6:35 in the morning. So people are starting to show up. We're showing up. A couple other people showing up, staking claims. So this is Memorial Day, actual Memorial Day, not just Memorial Day weekend, but the actual day. So I assume it's probably going to be the busiest today that it is any other time. There's another person staking a claim over there. So seats are starting to get taken at 6:30, but still plenty of open availability if you are considering what time to get out here. For breakfast, I've come to Ulu Cafe, which is like the main cafe area for Aulani. And like I said, I think it opens at 6:30, but we're gonna order some breakfast. And they have a hot breakfast, which is what we really want to get, not the grab and go stuff, but hot breakfast, which is available over here. It says from 6:30 to 10:45, and then they also have an 11 to 9 p.m. menu, a couple of different entrees that are available as well. You can also get the refillable cups in here, and the refillable cups work just the same way they do at Disney World. So you get a cup and you can refill it as many times as you like throughout the length of your stay. The regular standard cup here is $25, and then they have a stainless steel cup that is, the first time I've seen one of those, it's $38. And they had two different patterns available. This one is the Mickey pattern. Amy wanted it because it had the Aulani building on it, but we got two cups because I'll show you why we only got two. They got rid of their freestyle machine, and now they just have the standard Coke machine with like 8 to 10 choices. There are a couple of different things on here. Let's go check them out. So they have standard Coke, Coke Zero, Diet Coke, Sprite, Minute Maid lemonade. They have some vitamin water, some teas, fruit punches, Powerades, Seagram's ginger ale, and then we have cherry Coke down here. And on the other one, we have a couple of different flavors potentially there. And down here we have some Barks root beer instead of the cherry Coke. The cups also include things like tea, coffee, hot chocolate, things like that. So you can refill them with more things than just the soda. But they used to have freestyle machines with like tons more choices. And so since there are fewer choices, and we used to have like tons of vitamin waters and tons of Powerades and tons of options like that. That weren't just soda. And since there's only soda now, we only got two because, well, Amy just wanted a stainless steel cup. I don't even know if she wants to refill it, really. So I ordered my food at the register there, and now I'm just waiting here for my name to be called. They said when the food is ready, they'll call my name out here in the patio area, and then I'll go get my food. The meal took about 20 minutes or so to prepare, so it's definitely not like quick. It's 7:10 now. There's still plenty of open availability as far as like seats go in this area. Still lots of, there's people camped out here now. We're definitely not the only people camped, but there's still plenty of seats, and it's after 7 o'clock. It's 7:10. Even in like front row type seats, there's plenty of front row type seats in this area, again at 7:10. So there's some people over here with some towels that they're technically supposed to, if you put stuff down, you're supposed to be here with it. So I ordered the French toast platter, which is my favorite item from the last time that we were here. I think I got this like every day, and I might be getting it every day again. It comes with some meat on the side, and I chose the Portuguese sausage. But I just cannot wait to dive into this thing. And then Amy ordered the bacon flatbread. And of course, it's got lots of egg and cheese on there as well. And this is so large that she's definitely going to be splitting with the kids. We did buy those muffins at Costco for them, but we figured that she would split this with them too. So I ended up eating just over half of my French toast platter. It too was actually very large and very filling. So James is eating the rest of that right now. And I think he had a muffin from Costco as well. So he's eating more than I am. He's a growing boy. And then you ate about half of the bacon sausage flatbread too. And that was with Benjamin helping you, wasn't it?
Benjamin had 2 pieces.
Yeah. So how was it?
It was good. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's probably very filling because it's got all that egg on it. Benjamin was like, this is good. So I think I might run up these leftovers up to our room in a minute because this might be enough actually for one of them to eat as either a snack later or
breakfast tomorrow. There's Amy and Benjamin. They went back up to the room to drop off the breakfast sandwich. And that's our room in the grand scheme of things there. At 7:59, a minute before the pool opens, this is the line of people waiting to get their towels. You also have to get your wristbands here. I think I mentioned that, but I just want you to see the line of people. Again, this is Monday, Memorial Day. At this point, we collected our towels, put them on our chair, and did not bring a GoPro. I forgot to do that. And so not going to film in water activities, but when the kids are at Auntie's, we're going to go do a whole loop around the pool and show you everything that we're doing. We're going to go do some water slides right now. The kids are very excited about that.
I'm cold.
10 o'clock now. Amy and I are lounging and the boys are going around together. They were able to do this last time, but now they're even older, so we doubly trust them. Although we did just have to call Benjamin over and tell him he wasn't allowed to separate from his brother because James came around the corner without Benjamin, and we're like, what? Where is he? And James was like, Benjamin doesn't want to be with me. It's like, Benjamin doesn't have a choice. He has to stay with you, or he doesn't get in the water. Amy has the Laniwai Spa in about an hour, and that is thanks to you guys, the members here on the channel. It is a pretty expensive thing, about a $300 experience. Something she wanted to do last time, but canceled over the expense. She was actually like thinking about canceling it yesterday because of the expense, and I said no. I said the members want to treat you, and they want you to go and go on the, and she's going to take you with her. She's going to film the areas that can be filmed of the spa, and then I'm going to voice over it to tell you what it is and, you know, everything that you can expect out of the spa. But looking forward to that now, maybe?
Yeah.
Some of our friends did it last year and said that it was like the best massage they've ever been to.
Yeah.
I think we're going to walk around the pool now and just show you some different areas. This here is the Menehune Bridge. It is the children's play area. And this is for the enjoyment of children under 48 inches. We were just wondering if Benjamin could even go in here and play. We knew that he would be too big for the slides because of the 48-inch height requirement, or minimum, I should say, or maximum, whatever you want to call it. But the rules say that the entire area is only for the enjoyment of children under 48. So I don't think they really want the older kids really playing in this area, just families with younger kids. So just off of the area of where we are seated, there is the exit to the tube slide, the tube stone curl, I think is what it's called, the tube slide, and it comes out right over here. The tubes shoot out, and so this is one of the tube slide areas. It's also one of the areas where you can get inner tubes. They're usually over here, like off to the side in the morning. But this is also the most popular area where people will get out and be waiting for other inner tubes from guests who are getting rid of them. Off to the right there is the little cubbies here where you can put shoes and other belongings while you are using the slides, and so that's a really great place for that. And if you want to go to the slides, both of them you can get up to this way. The line for the tube stone curl is actually coming down this set of stairs, but you can also get to the body slide up that way. You just have to pass them on the left. The volcanic vertical, I believe, is what that one is called. So there's two slides up there, a body slide and a tube slide. So here's, again, the tube slide area. And if we turn this way, this is where we were seated. Now we're gonna walk down this pathway here, and it's gonna take us to a lot of the food areas. There's also a gift shop over here, the restroom, and a viewing area for Rainbow Reef, which is the area with the fish that you can go snorkeling in. But they have viewing windows, and oftentimes in this little cave, in addition to the viewing of the fish, they'll often have characters in here like Mickey doing meet and greets and things. But you can see the people in the Rainbow Reef doing their snorkeling, and you can also see the fish here as well. Then off to the left here is the entrance to the gift shop, and they have a lot of rash guards here. This is where I bought my rash guard. It's just an older model, the one that I have, but this is their newest pattern. It's got flowers and things through it, and Amy's really thinking about getting, not this one, this is the light blue one. There's a teal one over here. She's thinking about getting the teal one, but you know, you have to basically put this on over a top, I think you were saying, right? So, you're not sure how useful it would be with your particular swimsuits, but it is nice looking. Let's see what the price is. It's 75. Okay, 75. Directly opposite from that is Papalua Shave Ice, which of course it's not open yet. It's not 11 o'clock yet, but that's where you get to shave ice. I do want to note something. If you haven't been to Aulani in a while, we were here 2 years ago, and this is the change since we were here 2 years ago. Look, they have Mickey Ears Shave Ice, $8. It used to be like $5, I feel like, and then you pay for different upgrades and things. And Mickey Ears was an upgrade that you could pay for, but now they don't even give you the option. You have to get the Mickey Ears. That is the only choice, and then vanilla ice cream $2 and sweetened condensed milk $1. So this could potentially be $11, but I do believe you get a choice of up to 3 flavors, and there's the flavors over there off to the right. And then Mama's Snack Shop right next door. This is one of the lunch places here. We were going to be eating lunch here in just a little bit, and we'll show you the different foods that you can get here. But my favorite thing that they had last time was the coconut breaded shrimp. It was delicious. Amy doesn't even like coconut, and she loved the coconut breaded shrimp. So we'll see what we all get here. But a couple of the items, just showing you the menu here at Mama's Snack Shop. And also directly opposite that is the restrooms. So one of the restrooms here. And then what we're approaching right now is the primary pool, the main pool area. So this is separated from the lazy river. It's not connected. And this is the most popular area for like lounge chairs and things. At 6:15, a good chunk of these were already taken and reserved from people who were down here sitting. So this is the area that's gonna disappear the quickest. We like the area in front of the lazy river just because our kids enjoy the lazy river more than the pool, but absolutely you can come over here to the pool. I'm not sure what the deepest part of it is. I'm seeing 3 foot 6 inches in all the areas that are currently visible to me, so it might not get any deeper than that. 3 foot 6 inches, at least here. There's actually a bunch of pools around the area, but this is the primary pool, the main pool. The body slide actually comes out over that way. So it's on the other side of this little like peninsula. That's where the body slide comes out. Off the Hook, one of the lunch places over there, you can, or dinner, lunch and dinner. It's a sit-down restaurant, or you can do mobile order takeaway at Off the Hook over that way. And then Ulu Cafe is at the bottom of this tower here with the Maui. Right beneath Maui is where Ulu Cafe is located. And like I said, there's so much more to go, and there's different pools. There's adult pools. There's adults only, just that they're quiet, kid-free pools. There's a beach right on the other side. Let's go walk over that way. We do have a zero entry area here to the primary pool. And Amy was just saying how if you weren't really concerned about the lazy river, it is nice to have a view over this direction, because a pool chair over this direction because of the view, being able to look out over the ocean. Down here is the entrance to the cove, and this is one of, I believe, 4 public coves. This is a public beach. Public guests can come down here, so it's not just resort guests of Aulani, but this is an actual beach. You can go down, kids can play in the sand. It's because it's inside this this area here. I don't know the official term, sorry, but it's very calm water. You're not going to be dealing with any riptides or surf or anything like that. So there are some people out there paddleboarding, and you can rent a lot of different pool type, beach type supplies over here at this little shack. and we'll go take a look and see what they have. So it looks like you can get a snorkel set for $30 for the full day. Stand-up paddleboard is $50 hourly. A Casabella is $85 for the full day. A Hawaiian sailing canoe adventure is $119 per person. A complimentary beach equipment, so the beach equipment is complimentary, like, you know, shovel and pail and that sort of thing. And then there's something that says something about beach lounge chairs, but I can't quite see what it says there. And then at this little building right next to the equipment rental is Little Opihi's. Now, Little Opihi's, this is the basically Dole Whip and ice cream location here at Aulani, and it opens at 11 and it closes at 5. And so we'll just come up here and take a look at those prices for you. Beverages, boba milk teas, and then the ice cream novelties. You got the Mickey ice cream bar and sandwich, fruit on a stick, but then of course the Dole Whip, and I believe the Dole Whips here have like little Mickey faces and things like that on it. Oh, it says Dole Whip Waffle Bowl, choice of Mickey, Moana, or Stitch, Mickey Minnie. Maybe that's the one. I don't remember exactly what we got last time. We'll have to see again, but we got like little chocolate ears for Mickey and like a Mickey face on a medallion on the Dole Whip, which I thought was really great. At the top of the stairs, after going down to the beach, they do have these little showers so you can rinse off. Please rinse off, get the sand off of you before you re-enter the pool area over here. And then we can go up here. This is one of the areas that is an adult pool. This area is reserved for guests 18 years and older. And up here, you'll find the infinity pools. They've got some infinity pools. This is the second one. That's the lower one. It's also a hot tub infinity pool, where I think the top one, they actually both might be hot tub infinity pools. At least they've got jets coming out. But this overlooks the beach area that we were just at. And there's also some lounge chairs that you can get that just overlook the beach area. So if you want, you can get some lounge chairs just with beautiful, gorgeous views. I mean, look at this view. Isn't this amazing? Oh, I used the word again, gorgeous, didn't I? I didn't even catch myself saying it. A great place to see a sunset is over there on that little island, that little peninsula over there. You can just go down the steps and walk along the beach path and go over there if you want to see a good sunset. Because again, at least from our room, the building blocks the sunset. But over there on that little aisle, you'll definitely be able to see it. We've done it before. It's great. And yeah, this is just, here's another pool. See, there's another pool over there. We haven't even gone over there yet. There's another pool area over there. There's just little pools all over the place. So there's just that one big pool, but they have tons of little pools at very just different places as well. There's Little Opihi's right there. And then right beneath us is that beach equipment rental shack. And we'll just pan the area here of the primary pool again, just from this elevated perspective that we have up at the Infinity Pool Whirlpools. One thing I haven't shown yet is there's the entrance to Ulu Cafe, which we've already talked about, and we actually haven't toured that in its entirety yet to show you what's in there. We will in a moment. But I wanted to point out that the Rainbow Reef Rentals building is right next to that. So if you want to do the snorkeling, it looks like it is a $30 day pass or $50 length of stay pass for adult, $25 day pass or $40 length of stay pass for keikis. And for lunch, we ordered from Mama's Snack Shop, just like I said we were going to. Amy and the kids are splitting a fish and chips. Amy wasn't quite sure if she could eat a whole one of these all by herself. So instead, they're going to split this item, and they ordered a separate side of mozzarella sticks. So between the three of them, they're hopefully going to be filled up with this. We can always get more if we need to. And then I am eating the coconut breaded shrimp. Again, this was my favorite item from last year. I knew it was going to be the first thing that I got for lunch while we were here this year. There are 5 jumbo coconut breaded shrimp in here and a side of fries. Let's go ahead and walk through Ulu Cafe again one more time here. Over off to the left, they do have some beverages, refrigerated beverages and pre-packaged salads. I see a Chinese chicken salad here for $16. A chicken Caesar salad also for $16. We've got a chef's salad here for $16. And a Greek salad for $16. A caprese salad for, you guessed it, $16. And a turkey wrap for $16. And then we have a veggie dip in crudite. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. $15. Simon, $8. And then we've got cheese, almonds, and grapes, $15. And then a couple of goodies here that you can also look at getting. They have various fruits that you can grab for $4 a piece. And they also have assorted snacks and candy bars. These are $3 a piece over here on the candy. Here in this refrigerated area, we have a bunch of fruits, and of course you can see those, and then they've got some yogurts and hard-boiled eggs down at the bottom. In the dessert display case, we have a raspberry cherry blossom cheesecake, which looks really good to me. I'd want to check that out. And then they just have, you know, the typical Disney cupcake, something that's like dressed up with a white chocolate medallion. That's the Moana one for $15. And then we have the Mickey cake, and this is $75 for the Mickey cake. The chocolate covered strawberries, for 5 of them you get, or it's $24 for 5 of them. And then down here we have another cake, a 6-inch Stitch Hawaiian rainbow cake for $55. And then we have a pineapple mac nut cupcake with Stitch on it there. And then they have another, I don't know what this one is, it's not labeled. And then up here we have a caramel apple for $16. And they have a different pattern up there off to the left as well. Beside that, we also have some various assorted baked goods and pastries, and you can see the different prices on those as we go by here. Different muffins that are available, and we've also got a gluten-free option over here, chocolate chip muffin for gluten-free, and then a gluten-free brownie as well. And then up here we have some bagels, plain bagels and everything bagels. And if we move along to the next one, not a whole lot of stuff over here. A crispy treat, a coffee cake up on the right there, and then the sugar cookie, and the sugar cookie $7. In the far refrigerated section, here is just a quick look at some of the things that they have here. This is the cakey corner. It says the cakey corner. And they have a cakey turkey wrap right there for $10. And a cakey Mickey peanut butter and jelly sandwich for $9. In the center aisle, we have some different cereal options, as well as some like chips, Doritos, Cheetos, that sort of thing. The price on the chips is $4 per bag. And the one over here is the refillable mugs. And this is the standard Aulani one, as we mentioned earlier, $25 for that, $38 for the stainless steel. For the stainless steel ones, you have to talk to the cast member at the register, and she will be able to get that for you. But they have a Moana one right now. This is the Moana one, and they also have a Mickey one. This is the Mickey one. This is me trying to avoid the heat. You say, well, if it's hot, get in the water, right? Well, yes and no. So the kids are going to Auntie's beach house in just like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. They have to be dry whenever they go to Auntie's. And I am probably going to go back to the room for a bit during that time as well. Sit on the balcony, read a book, that sort of thing. It's a little bit, you know, less hot than sitting here. It's really hard to read a book on your phone, too, when it's so bright and the sun is shining right down on it, because your phone, you can't really read on it. Anyway, point being, we're about to go to Auntie's to drop them off, and I want to talk about something. We did pre-register them yesterday. Pre-registration will save you a lot of time, so definitely do that before you go. Part of pre-registering them is you will get a magic band that essentially is a child locator, and they've got a little Auntie's beach house thing there. And this is, if you get these solid colored ones like this, you can refund them. They're $35, and they'll refund you the cost if you don't damage it or assign it to your account by the end of your stay. However, if you get a printed one, it's yours. You can't exchange that, but this is just to help them like be able to locate your child inside Auntie's beach house. We just arrived here at the Auntie's Beach House location. It is 11:43, and their time is 12 o'clock. They said that we can check in early, but they are currently sanitizing and will be ready in about 7 minutes. So we can stand out here and wait until about 11:50, at which point they'll be able to get in. The thing is, this is the free one. They'll do the paid one tomorrow, and we'll talk about that in a separate video. But the free one is an hour and a half. And pickup is at 1:30 for our time slot, since it's 12 to 1:30. They have several different time slots throughout the day, like 8, 10, and 12, I think. And the thing is, though, you have 15 minutes to pick up your kids. After 15 minutes, they charge you something like $5 a minute that you are late. So keep that in mind. You don't want to like be 10 minutes late and having to pay $50. Check-in was quick and painless. They just scanned their bands and in they went. There is a safe word that you create during pre-registration that whenever you go to pick them up, you have to share that word in order, like a little code word, in order to be, approved to pick them up. You also have to list which adults are approved to pick them up on the pre-registration form as well. I just picked up the kids, and Benjamin really wanted to show you that he made a car during Auntie's, and he also made this. What is this, Benjamin?
A Mickey Baymax cookie.
A Mickey
And
Baymax cookie?
donut.
Donut. Okay. That's
That
really
looks like
great.
a
Yeah. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And James, did you have fun? His eyes are bothering him. I think the chlorine's bothering him. So we're going to go track down first aid and see if we can get him some eye drops. So I found a cast member who was walking around and asked where first aid was. And he happened to be a first aid cast member who had a whole bunch of first aid stuff on him in like a utility belt. Did not have eye drops, so he's going to go find some for us. We're just waiting over here by Auntie's at the moment. The boys and I went on the lazy river like 4 or 5 times until Amy got done with the spa, and now we've come over to Papalua Shave Ice, and this is the line, just showing you how long it is at, I'll look at the time in a second. It is 2:26 on Monday, Memorial Day. That is the time, and this is the line for some shave ice. And after 40 minutes, here we go. I'm gonna give you one guess as to what I got. If you don't know, you probably haven't watched the rest of our videos yet in our Hawaii vacation series. I recommend you do that. And why don't you tell me what the boys got, Amy?
We got strawberry, pineapple, or strawberry, sorry. We got strawberry, banana, and watermelon.
With the sweetened condensed milk
The
on
snow
top.
cap.
And once again, Amy did not want to get her own, and the boys probably will not eat this whole thing themselves. I don't even know if I'll be able to eat this whole thing myself. It is huge. That seems to be like a recurring theme. Even though the food here is expensive, it's very, very like large portion size. Well, of all of the shave ice places that we have eaten at in this trip, this makes the 4th one. This has the best flavoring out of any of the flavors that I've gotten in terms of like how sweet it is and how strong the flavoring is, how coated the ice is, and that sort of thing. Best flavoring for sure. Consistency of the ice, not my favorite. It's either the same as the first place that we went to. I don't remember what that place was called. It was just like a hole in the wall that we stumbled across in Waikiki. Or it was slightly better than that, but it's nowhere near Ululani's and Waiola's. Those two definitely are still better. Ululani's is still number 1 in my book so far. We're going to try to go to Matsumoto's, but if it's going to take longer than the 40 minutes that we just waited for this one, I'm not sure I'll have the patience for it. But I will say this. This one had the worst ice cream out of all of them. I've gotten ice cream in each and every one of them. Take a look at this, okay? It's like flaky. It's frozen. Like, it's not creamy. It's almost like ice. Ice cream that's ice. Like I don't know. I can't even explain it. How do you get it colder than ice cream? But it's bad. It's the worst ice cream that I've had out of all of them. And so it's almost like it's freezer burnt. But what makes it worse than that even is that there's only like a 1/4 of an inch of it. And it's just like a flat layer at the bottom. I would expect like a scoop of ice cream. That's what the rest of them were. A scoop of ice cream in the bowl with the shave ice on top. That's not the way this one was. It was a 1/4 an inch of a layer of ice cream coating the entire bottom of the bowl. And it was literally like ice flakes. Not good at all. Can you walk me through your spa experience? Earlier, Amy filmed it. But she didn't do any talking during it because she wanted to be, respectful to the fact that it was a quiet environment. So why don't you walk me through everything and I'll show you footage as she talks.
So check-in, they have a little gift shop attached to the check-in area. So you can actually purchase some of, I think, the lotions, salts, treatments, especially if you get like facials, I think like that. You can get, you can buy all sorts of stuff in the gift shop there. I didn't buy anything, but you checked in and then they have you have a seat. And then when they take you back, they have some, at least today it was pineapple water. So it's kind of like they had out front here in Aulani, they had fruity water. And then they had you pick a stone randomly that has different words on it in English and Hawaiian. So I got dream. Then they take you back and set you up with a locker. The locker, you pick your own combination for it, but it's got a robe in there, and they even give you a little pair of slippers to wear around the place. At that point, they tell you to check in an hour before the treatment. I actually recommend that because I didn't. So they let me use the hydrotherapy garden afterwards, but at that point, I didn't really want to get wet because I just had, you know, the massage. So I would actually recommend going the hour before, because in there, we'll show they have a couple little hot tubs. They also have a cold plunge pool, which I tried getting into. I made it like 2 inches into my ankles, and my ankles started hurting because it was so cold. I think they said it was 52 degrees. It was really, really cold water. But they have a few different pools out there, and they explain what it all is. And then after that, they show you where you can get ready for your spa treatment, and they'll come find you about 15 minutes before your spa treatment, tell you, hey, come get ready, get into your robe, and then they take you to another room that has little lounge chairs, and in there they had refreshments. So they had some really good banana muffins, little oat milk cookie, tea, and little bottles of water and orange juice. After that point, then they call you back into the spa room. I didn't film any of that. At that point, I'd already put my phone in the locker, and out of privacy, I wasn't gonna film in there. But it was very relaxing. Otherwise, I got the signature Lomi for the 80-minute one. And at one point, I thought I was gonna fall asleep because it was just very relaxing. So it was well worth it.
That it?
I think so.
All right. I just wasn't sure.
Sorry, that's probably a lot, but
yeah.
I would recommend it. It was very relaxing and very professionally done back there.
Now we're going to check out Kalepa's store. This is the gift shop for Aulani. And we're not going to do a full merch tour because this is going to take a really long time, but just pan the store real quick, show you some of the items that they have in here.
Yes, unisex. The only one that is for the female is the but that one is small, the teal one. Oh, the teal one. Yes, the women's one, and that one is like on my extra large, and I'm like, oh my god.
Here's a look at some of their ear selections. Mostly the same style, but a whole bunch of different colors. And then they also have some of the swim rash guards in here too. This looks like their DVC series, so you have to be a DVC member to purchase that, similar to like a Magic Key collection for Disneyland. This looks like their Spirit jersey, and then they've got the ears that match it above it, so that's their Spirit jersey. I think this is the sweatshirt, not the Spirit jersey, but a sweatshirt one. I like this. This looks nice, this here. Ooh, check out this tumbler. And then down here they have a Christmas ornament. Here's a different type of lounge fly, like a messenger bag type lounge fly style. And then on the other side of the store, they have a whole bunch of character type merchandise, like this whole wall of Olumel. Look at that. If you love Olumel, you're gonna love this whole wall of merchandise, including a lounge fly and a Spirit jersey. And then they also have some food and beverage options in here as well. I believe Amy bought the ice cream sandwiches that we had the other day in here. And then if I flip around here, they've got like cup of noodles, Pop-Tarts. They even have some cereal. And I remember the cereal being really fairly priced, at least compared to the ABC store right outside of Aulani. So if you're looking for, good stuff, they actually have a good selection of affordable foods in here compared to the, like I said, nearby marketplace. And then they have a whole wall of Honolulu Cookie Company stuff. And remember those Pog Bites, the mini Pog Bites that we purchased? They've got them in here too, the limited edition Pog Bites. And the little pineapple cookies also. They've got like an assorted cookie box that you can purchase in here. So a bunch of really fun stuff that you can get, not just merchandise. One thing I didn't show yet, I saw somebody wearing this magic band and I was like, oh, I need that magic band. So I am absolutely gonna buy that one. They have this one as well. Not my color scheme at all, but definitely this one here with Mickey surfing all over the waves. I'm gonna have to purchase it. Now for dinner, we are going to go to the Olelo room. We went back to our room, not the Olelo room, it was like our room for an hour, chilled, and now we are headed to dinner. And I am wearing my Grogu surfing Hawaiian shirt because I want to. So this area right here is the outdoor seating for the Olelo room, and then they have the Olelo room like right there, and also on the other side of the street. But the sign here says, for seating in the Olelo room, please proceed to the Makahiki host stand. So that's what we're doing right now. We're in line over here, and this is the Makahiki host stand, actually the entrance. You'll see it says Makahiki up there. And here's where we're sitting. You can see the inside of the Olelo room over there off to the left. Amy, they actually tried to seat us over there, but Amy asked for a seat out here, simply because I think it's, you know, more airy and got a better view over this way. Is that what you were going for? Mm-hmm. So this is poo-poo style, mostly like appetizer type things, and sushi. So we've got a couple of different platters here. And a couple of different appetizers that you can look through, desserts as well. And so we're gonna take a look and see what we want to order.
So we are at the Olelo room just after 5 p.m. However, on the menu it said that live music starts at 6. There is no one over there, obviously. So if live music is a big factor in your lounge, go a little bit later. And we did notice, like when we sat up on our balcony and stuff, listening to the music and stuff down below, we have noticed that we feel like this place is busier once it gets dark.
So if you're trying to avoid the crowds, coming at 5 is actually a good idea. Here is a look at all of the food that we ordered from the Olelo room. First up, we got a standard California roll. This is a bit pricey due to resort pricing, of course, but they did tell us that it's also fresh crab, like real crab, not imitation crab. And so that's what you're getting for the extra price, but it is the same size as what you would expect from a normal sushi roll. Everything else we ordered was appetizers. Next up, we have the Hua Kalua gratin. And this is Kalua pork, cream cheese, Maui onion, Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, Lomi tomato, and naan bread. And then we ordered the Karagi chicken. This is Japanese fried chicken bites with green onion sauce and lemon. Next up is the bacon cheeseburger sliders. This is fresh ground chuck, bacon, aged cheddar, Roma tomatoes, pickles, barbecue garlic aioli with a toasted brioche. And finally, we ordered steak bites. This is prime beef fillet, pickled onions and peppers, spicy teriyaki sauce with fried garlic chips. And what we're basically doing is just kind of doing this family style where everybody gets a little bit. So this is my plate of food. I tried a bite of the Karagi chicken. Definitely need the sauces on the side to help go with that. Otherwise, it's just kind of eh. But it's good. I mean, it's good flavor. It's very tender. It needs the sauce. And then I really like the gratin with the naan bread. The gratin is a dip, and you get that. So it didn't come on the plate because the plate that I showed you, because we're just gonna all grab some naan and dip. But it was very delicious, very tasty. It's all I've had so far. So what did you think of the different food items there?
Very good. I like that Kalua pork gratin. It wasn't what I expected when we read it, but I'm very happy with it. And the steak bites are pretty good. Sauces, I mean, could probably be a little bit tangier, but maybe that you prefer that since you didn't like how tangy it was yesterday. California roll was very good. You can tell it's fresh. And yeah, I'm happy with everything we've had.
Did you have some of the burger?
I have only had like one tiny little bite,
okay. So dinner was really good. I would highly recommend the Olelo room. Now we have eaten at every single location at Aulani between this trip and last trip, except for Ama Ama. And from what I remember of Makahiki dinner, I remember the price. It was like $250. And I don't remember the food all that much, but I remember that the Olelo room, what I can say is that the Olelo room food was very, very good by comparison from what I remember. And then also at Off the Hook, it was probably one of my least favorite meals that we ate. And so we're gonna eat it Off the Hook again during this trip, probably tomorrow. And it will be, I'll get something different this time. Maybe I'll like it a little bit better, but the Olelo room was definitely very good. It was 120-ish after tip. And so for those 5 appetizer type items, but it filled up the entire family, and like I said, highly recommend. Now right now we are headed over for dessert. We've left the resort and we're going to, actually Monkey Pod is right over there. We're not going to Monkey Pod, but it's that string of buildings right over there. This is a shorter walk than Roy's, and Roy's was about a 10-minute walk. I'd probably put this one at like a 5 to 7-minute walk. So it's a little bit closer than Roy's, and we're going to the Black Sheep Ice Cream Company for dessert. And this is it right here in the corner. Amy was like, do you want just a Frappuccino at Starbucks right next door? I was like, no, I want ice cream, unless it's like 30 minutes. And here is a quick look at their menu. They are a place kind of like Salt and Straw that has unique flavors and homemade creations. And you can just pause the screen there if you want to read everything that's up there. I got a double scoop of the Sugar Daddy, which is a homemade cookie dough and brown sugar vanilla. And then beneath that, I got the Dirty Lickens, which is brownie, I believe, Oreo and brownie. And then Amy ordered a flight that gives you 4 different scoops, so you can try 4 different flavors. This is mostly for her and James. Benjamin strangely did not want ice cream and just wanted an apple. And Amy went and got him an apple, but she's saying he sees the ice cream now, and he might want some of this. But he already had his apple, so he might not be quite as hungry anyway. So they got these 4 flavors. They could have gone with the one that gave them a 5th flavor, but she opted not to do that. How was your ice cream?
It was good.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was very good.
What was your favorite flavor?
Ooh. I didn't get a lot of the
whatever
one you had, the
Dirty
Oreo
Lickin'?
one. Yeah,
the
I
Oreo
didn't get a ton of that
and
because
brownie?
the kids essentially claimed that one and devoured it.
That one was delicious.
The cookie dough one was very good too. And then the birthday cake one was very, it had a very strong cake batter flavor. So if you like cake batter ice cream, that one was a very good one. So yeah, this is worth coming over here and getting ice cream.
Absolutely come over here. Again, that's the Black Sheep Cream Company. We just went by the gift shop again, and I bought it. I bought this Aulani Magic Band. I love it. I cannot wait to wear this around Disneyland. And Benjamin bought Duffy with his own money. He's been saving up his money from getting good grades and doing chores at home. And this is what he spent about half of it on. And he just loves stuffed animals. But what we are trying to do right now is catch the sunset, and we are going to go over to that peninsula that we mentioned earlier. And to get there, you've got Aulani there, and there's actually Ama Ama. And we've come down to that public beach that we mentioned in the cove, and we're just walking along this sidewalk, and it wraps all the way over to there for us. You don't necessarily need to go all the way over there, though. Even right here, we've got a nice view of those palm trees with the sunset behind it. And here it is, the beautiful sunset. I actually took better pictures than this. Let me back up and show you what I took. This is just picturesque right here. Beautiful sunset. The boys totally don't care about the sunset. They're rolling around in the grass right now. And I don't know how, but James ended up with Benjamin's Duffy Bear in his hand.
That's because Benjamin keeps sending it down.
Benjamin's literally rolling down the hill at the moment.
Yeah.
We wanted to do this today because we don't know if we're going to have time to make it back for a sunset any other night. You absolutely have to come do this.
I was about to say.
You really do.
I mean, we live on the West Coast, but there's just something about Hawaii sunsets that even beat the West Coast.
So we had a slightly traumatic experience. I don't know if you caught Benjamin screaming there towards the end of the last little clip. I think I might have caught that. But he had ended up in a fire ant mound over on that hill. And yeah, that sent him, I think he only got like maybe 5 or 6 bites. We managed to get them all off, but he was screaming, and unfortunately probably ruined the sunset for anyone around us with all the screaming. But we got him all taken care of, and we're gonna go find first aid now to get him some cream for the bites that he does have. The area where Amy was getting some cream was down by this pool, which we have not yet shown you. It's got a lovely little backdrop there. We're actually just down below Ulu Cafe at the moment, and you can see the ocean over that way. And if we go to the left here, we have another pool check-in station where you can get wristbands, and you can get the next day's wristband after a certain time. I don't remember what time, maybe 6 p.m. and get some towels so we can, you know, have some spots ready to stay. We don't have to wait through the long line again this morning. They didn't allow pre-checking yesterday because of Memorial Day today, but they will for the rest of the days. And now we are back at our hotel room, probably in for the night just to enjoy the amazing ambiance of Aulani at night. And with this gorgeous view in the background, I am going to part ways with you. Thanks for watching so much. Hit that like and subscribe button if you have not done so already. Click the playlist on your screen now to watch more of our Hawaii vacation videos. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will see you again next time.